Hello everyone and welcome back to this video, and in this video we are going to study about the volume and surface area of solids. So are basically the 3D shapes. So here is one of the question in front of us, and the volume of a cuboid is this one, and we have to find this missing length, that is z. So a cuboid is a 3D shape in which two opposite faces are uh, s- same. Like in a cube all sides are equal, but in a cuboid the opposite sides, for example this side and the side opposite to it will be same, this side and this side will be same. So the faces, opposite faces are same in cuboids. So the formula with us for a cuboid, the volume of a cuboid is volume is equal to length times width times height. Okay, so we simply put the values here, 4, z, and 4. Right, and volume has been given to us. 112 is equal to 4 times z times 4, and we have to find this z which is unknown. So we take this 8, 4 fours are 16, and the 16 to other side of the equation. So it is 112 divided by 16 is equal to z. Is the first value, first question. And in the second question it says work out the surface area of the prism. So here is a prism which you can see the sides length, and for the surface area you have to find the surface area of all the surface area of faces. So you have to find this all of these, and then you have to add one. So for example we can call this as a front. So the surface area of this front, this one is a 90-degree, you can see here it's a triangle. So the surface area of the front will be 1 over 2 times 14 times 10.5, and this gives us, and there is one more side opposite to this one. So we can say that this back side is again the same, 73.5, and then we have there's a one more side, that is the slant side, the side which is slanting downwards. So we call is as slant is 17.5 times 3. So 17.5 times 3, and we have bottom as well, and the bottom is 3 is the width and 10.5 is the its length. 10.5 times its length, and then we have a surface which is at the back as well, right? So this back of this one, because a prism has, so all these sides of this triangle they all have sides. So the back side, that will be 14 is this height, so its length would be the same one of this one, which is in fact that should be something like that from here, that one. So this side, the back side, it should have 14 times 3.5 plus 73.5. So this gives us 273 centimeter square should be the area. So now we go to the next question, And the next question is find the volume of a prism. So we have to find the volume of a prism. And in this question, this is a parallelogram and this is the length of the prism. So the volume of a prism is area of cross section times the length. So cross section here is this one. This is the cross section, it's a parallelogram. So the area of a parallelogram is this width times height. So 4 times 5 and times this length. Length is 5. So now we have to multiply this one. 5 fours are 20 and 25s are 100 centimeter cube. And the next question is the volume of prism is this one and we have to find this. So we write the formula. Volume of a prism is cross section area times the length. So cross section we can see here, this cross section is a triangle. So a triangle's the volume has been given to us, this whole 150 centimeter cube is equal to, cross section is 1 over 2 12x and then times 5. So this one. So this is a triangle. So the formula of a triangle is 1 by 2. The area of a triangle is half times height times width. So we put width here is x, the height is 12. So we write the volume of the cross section and then times the length. The length is 5. So this should give us the answer, that is, if we simplify this one, it becomes 30x is equal to 150 and x is equal to 150 divided by 30. And question number 5, find the volume of the cylinder with diameter of 26 centimeter and height of 13 centimeter. Okay, so here is yeah, we have to find the volume of this cylinder and we have to give our answer correct to one decimal place. So the volume of a cylinder is the area of the base. So the area of the base is a circle, and we already know that the area of a circle is pi times r square. So if the diameter of this whole length is 26, that means this radius of this circle is 13. So that is pi times 13 square is the area of the circle. So the volume of a cylinder is area of the base area times the height. So base is a circle, so its area is pi times 13. 13s are 169 times 13 is the height. So if we solve this question, 6902.07, 6902.07. So we have to write it to one decimal place. We have to write up to this decimal place 0 and we have to look for the next one. It's greater than 5. So we change this 0 to 1. So our answer will be 6902.1. If this, in place of this 7, the number digit here was less than 5, right? For example, it was 6902.04, then we would have left this as it is. So you should remember these rules for rounding up. So if this is greater, then it will be 6902.1. So this will be our answer. And the question number 6, it says find the missing dimension of a cylinder given its volume. So the volume of the cylinder has been given to us and the height is missing. So what is height? We have to find this one. So the formula is, we have discussed before, it is base area times height. So the base area, if 19 is the diameter, so half of the 19, so it will be 9.5. 9.5 is the radius. So let's put the pi times 9.5 square, and times height is equal to 1702. So if we solve this question and then we multiply this pi with 9.5 and then square it, so it gives us 283.5. H is equal to 1702. So now we take this 283.5 to other side of the equation, then it will divide. So H is equal to 1702 divided by 283.5, and then let's see what this gives us the answer. 1702 divided by 283.5. So this gives us 6.00. 6.00. So our answer is, height is 6.0, or we can write just 6. If it's a one decimal place, then you can just write 6.0. In next question, it says we have to find the surface area of the cylinder, and its radius is 7 centimeter and height is 9 centimeter. So for surface area of the cylinder, what we have got here is we have to find the surface area of this base, which is a circle, and this top, which is a circle. So these both circles are the same, so we have to find the area of these two. So if this 7 is, so, and then we have to find this curved space area, curved area. So this base curved area in two circles we have got. So for a circle, the formula is 2 pi r square. It's just pi r square, since there are two same circles, one in the bottom and one in the top. So what we do is we multiply this with 2, the area of a circle, with 2, and then plus the curved surface. So for a curved surface, the formula is pi times diameter times height. Okay, so this is, if 7 here is the radius, so the diameter, all this, it will be 14. So we just put the values here. That is 2 times pi times, and the radius is 7 square is 49, plus pi times 14 times 9. So we can just simply solve all this. 2 times pi times 49 and then we plus with another, there is pi times 14 times 9. So this gives us 703.7. So our surface area is 703.71. So if it's a 1, we do not write this one. 703.7. We need to just write up to one decimal place. So if it's a surface area, so centimeter square. So this is centimeter, this is centimeter. So the area will be centimeter square. And the next question with us is uh, the surface area of a cylinder has been given to us, and we have to find the height. So the volume, the formula remains same. We have to just manipulate the formula. 2 pi r square plus pi dh. In this all, we just put the values. 209 is equal to 2 pi 4.1 square plus pi times, if this 4.1 is a radius, so the diameter will be 8.2 because the diameter is double of the radius. So pi times 8.2 times h. So we solve this one and take it to other side of the equation, and that is 2 times pi times 4.1 square. That gives us 105.6. 209 is equal to 105.6 plus. So what we do is we time this pi with 8.2. Pi times 8.2. This gives us 25.76. So we write 25.8. 25.8h. Now we move this 105.6 to this side of the equation, left side of the equation, and then it gives us 209 minus 105.6 is equal to 25.8h. So if we solve this one, it gives us 209 minus 105.6. This gives us 103.4 is equal to 25.8h. And now we move this 25.8 to other side of the equation. So it's multiplying with the h when it moves to the left side of the equation. So it will divide. H is equal to 103.4 divided by 25.8, and this gives us divided by 25.8, 4.00, and we can just write 4.0. There's one more question, and in this question, work out the volume of this pyramid. So we have to find the volume of the pyramid, and the volume of the pyramid is like we have to find the area of the base, and then it's 1 over 3. 1 over 3 times base area times its vertical height, and that gives the base of this pyramid is you can see rectangle 18 times 6, 18 times 6 times 8. So this gives us 288 centimeter cube, 288 centimeter cube. The cone below has a radius of 21 centimeter. So now in this question we have got a cone. So the cone and pyramid, the formula remains the same, almost same, right? So a cone is also just like a pyramid. The only difference is the base of the cone, base of the shape. So in a base area times height. So the base area of this circle, it's a circle, so this is radius, and radius is 2 pi r square, 1 over 3 times pi r square times height, and that is 1 over 3 times pi times 21 square, and times height is 41. 18,934.37, so we can write it as 18,934.4 centimeter cube. And in question number 11, it asks us to find diameter of 10 centimeter. So diameter of 10 centimeter and volume of the sphere. We have to find the volume of the sphere. As the formula has been given to us, 4 over 3 pi r cube. So the volume is 4 over 3 pi, and if diameter is 10, so the radius is 5 cube, and that pretty much gives us 4 divided by 3 times pi times 5 cube. That gives us 523.59, and we can write it as 523.6 centimeter cube. And in question number, next question, so it says there's a hemisphere below, radius of 13 centimeter, and calculate the volume of the hemisphere. So the volume of the hemisphere will be half of the sphere, because hemisphere is half of a sphere. So it will be, its volume will be 4 over 3 pi and 13 square, and we divide this all by 2. 13 square, and height is x, which is unknown. So we solve this question and bring this portion to other side, and it will divide this one. So first we solve 1 divided by 3 times pi times 13 square. This gives us 176.97. All right. So if we have to write at one decimal place, what we do is 4230 divided by 177.0, and then we do it 4230 divided by 177, 23.89. So our answer is 23.89, or we write it 23.9 is one decimal place. So the next question here is the volume of the pyramid. So here is a pyramid with us. So the volume of the pyramid is 1904, and the formula of the pyramid is the base times height, the area of the base. So for the volume, 1 over 3 pi, and this is x, right? So this is r x square, and the height is 39, and the volume has already been given to us here. 23525. 23525 is equal to 1 over 3 pi x squared 39. So it remains the same. So you have to bring this to this side of the equation, 1 over 3 pi 39. So this will give you x squared, and then you can just take a root of this one to find the x. In this question, it says that here is a frustum, and this frustum, this portion has been cut from here, from the middle. The upper portion has been cut, and now you are left with the lower portion, and you have to find here this lower portion. So volume of this frustum. So the volume of this lower shape, out of this, the upper shape has been cut, you have to find. So it's basically a cone, right? So we have to find the volume of the full. So volume of the full will be 1 over 3 pi times r square h. R is here 20 square, and h is 16 plus 16, 32. So this is the volume of the big one. Then we can find the volume of the smaller one, the frustum, the upper portion which has been cut out. This portion we can find. Volume of a smaller, that will be the same, 1 over 3 pi. So now we see this has been cut at the middle. Total height is 32, and it has been cut at the middle at 16. So the volume will this radius will also reduce to half, because if it's 20 here, it will be 10. So now here 10 square, and the height is also 16 now, right? So we find the volume of big whole, then the volume of small, and then volume of the big one minus volume of the small will give us the volume of frustum. So this is how we can solve this question. In the next question, surface below has a radius of 14. So if it has a radius of 14, we have to find the surface area of the sphere. So for the surface area of the sphere, the formula with us is 4 pi r square. R is 14 square. So by solving this one, we can find the surface area of the sphere. And here the surface area of the cone. So we have to find the surface area of the cone, and it has a radius of, right? So the curved space is pi rl. Okay, so L is basically this height, this one, the length. This is the L. Okay, so we have to find the surface area. For surface area, we have got here a circle. So the surface area of this circle, right? So surface area of a cone will be, so for surface area, it is the formula with us is area of the base, and then base area plus pi RL, pi RL. So pi RL, so L is this length, this is the length, this is the L. So here in this question, the length has not been given to us. We know this one and we know this height. We know this height, this is 26, but we do not know the L. So we can use Pythagorean theorem to find this L. That is, this is, you can see it's a right angle triangle. So in a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse, or we call it C, is equal to a square plus b square. Okay, so here this L square is equal to a is 6 square plus 26 square, and L is equal to 36 plus, if we square 26, that gives us 676, and we take a square root. So plus 36, and our answer is 712, and we take a square root 26.68, so 26.7. So this is now 26.7. So the base is a circle, so the area of the base is pi r square plus pi r l. So that gives us pi r is 36, 6 square is 36, plus pi 6 times 26.7. So this should give us 26.7 times 6 times pi, and then plus again pi times 36, 616.0 centimeters square. So this should be our answer. The next square is basically the x square. So for x, we can find in the same way 704 divided by 4 pi and take a root. And in this question, we have to find the diameter has been given to us. We have to find the calculate the surface area. So for surface area, if this one is whole is 30, the radius is 15. Okay, so and this length has been given to us. So for surface area of a cone, we have the formula pi r square plus pi r l. So here this makes pi and r is 15 square plus pi and r is 15 and l is 28. So by solving this, we should be able to find the answer for this question as well. So the last question is here, and it says it makes this kind of plastic shelf support for use in kitchen, and it's made of attaching a cylinder to a right angle triangular prism. So here is a right angular triangular prism, and its dimensions are, the cylinder has a diameter of 6. So the cylinder has a diameter of 6. So its radius will be 3 and length of 9. So this length is 9. Okay. And then CD is 8. CD is 8, this length. DE is 8. This length is 8. CE is 11.3 and 11.3, and BC is 10. This one is 10. So these all measurements are in millimeter. Okay. So what we have to do is a company sells this one in pack of 500s, and it needs to know the volume of the plastic in 500 shelf spot, right? Calculate the volume of 500 shelf spots. So we have to find the volume of this one and time it with 500. So to find the volume, we have to find the volume of this prism and the volume of cylinder. So volume of prism plus volume of this cylinder, that will give us the whole volume, and then we have to time that volume with 500. So the volume of prism is, we know, the cross section times the height. So here it's a cross section. So the cross section here, we can see it's a right angle triangle, and times its length is 10 here. So the volume of prism will be the area of the cross section, right? So the area of the cross section here, if it's a right angle triangle, so in this case 8 8s are 16, half 8 8s are 64, right? And times this one is 10, and then plus volume of the cylinder. Volume of the cylinder is here, the volume, the area of the base is pi r is 3 square times the height is 9. So if we solve this question, now we time this with 500, because there are 500 in one pack. Gives 28 288 87,234.5. So this should be much for watching this video. If you think that this video is helpful, please press the like button.